Coming up on 23 FNL, high temperatures force a delay in games around the county, but action was red hot tonight.
Indeed it was. Plus, there are some new faces in new places around high school football. So how would those new faces fare?
23 Friday Night Live starts right now.
You're watching Friday Night Live, High School Game of the Week. Brought to you by Kern Schools Federal Credit Union. Together, we have something special.
Welcome into Friday Night Live. There's a lot of energy, Brandon, and I got to introduce myself. I'm Carrie Osep, and you're Brandon Johansson. This is my first go at this Friday Night Live, but we are excited to bring back another season of Friday Night Live to you guys, one that was delayed a bit due to some warm temperatures.
Yeah, like you said, we do want to make sure we welcome you to the team this time. A lot of teams getting that late start, later than usual, getting those games, and we do want to welcome you, and that actually segues in perfectly to what we want to talk about. A theme this year is new faces in new places around the county. That's something we saw in a lot of games. We saw it in our initial game, too, our game of the week this week.
Absolutely. It was a big game of the week. I was excited to get started with the high energy of what they call the Mission Bowl here. And this game, we're going to get right into it. It's Garces hosting Bakersfield Christian. The Eagles will be rolling with Josh Marin, the quarterback, at the quarterback position after playing for Bakersfield a year ago. And the Rams, meanwhile, trying to get off to a better start than last year when they lost 5 in a row to open the season. Let's get to that Mission Bowl. Garces trying to get out early. Quarterback Campbell rolling to his right, looks down the field, but this one will be picked off in the end zone. And then Bakersfield Christian, they get the ball, and Jake Marin, he drops a bomb. Yeah, this kid's going to go all the way. I'm trying to keep up with him, but the coaches want to see this big play, too. That's going to be the first touchdown of the night. That puts Bakersfield Christian up 7-0. And then a little bit later, we're going to see this play a little sneaky here, but Campbell, he gets down. He sets up what will be a touchdown for Garces. Nick Tobias, that's going to tie the game up at 7. And right now we see that Bakersfield Christian Eagles in the third are down 7-17.
A lot of these games, obviously, like you said, not done yet because we had these late pushes, so a lot of these scores still coming in.
Yes.
The Titans trying to continue momentum from last year. That is the Frontier Titans after head coach Chris Bandy led Frontier to their first winning record since 2012. So last year a big year for them. But to do that, they'd have to get past Sunnyside. Coming out of Fresno tonight, making the trip down to 99. In the first, quarterback Destin Montano for the Titans finds Colton Baker on the right side. There he is, and there's a good effort there. Stretches across the goal line, up 7-0 early. The Titans defense, they are going to bring it here. Well, get your picture in while you can. The Titans defense is going to bring it here too. Quarterback Akeem Vu drops back, and he is dropped by Cameron Barnes, and there's that sign. We in the second now. Clayton Kyle, he's going to get the carry here, and watch him move. Everyone on the sideline talking about this kid as we head into the season. There's the cut, very clean across the center, and he would take it all the way and win the foot race. Titans go up 14-0 in the second. Yes, fly indeed, my friend. On the ensuing kickoff, though, Sunnyside, they're going to respond here. We're going to have to speed this up. Devon Jones is going to take the kickoff for the Wildcats, and we're going to speed it up because we got other plays to get to, a lot to get to tonight. Takes it 95 yards. He got that at the 5. That gets Sunnyside on the board, making it a 14-7 Frontier lead at this point. But thankfully for the Titans, they would respond. It would go to the ground game again this time. It is Ernest Jackson for 6. The Titans, they go on to roll in this one. They're up 42-15. Actually, that is a final now. Final from Frontier, 42-15. Meanwhile, in Stockdale and Ridgeview getting their seasons underway tonight. The Wolfpack welcoming transfer Taj Wright. He is a standout you might remember from Bakersfield High last season. First quarter, Ridgeview's Taj Wright takes the snap and then takes off running. Just a guy we're always going to want to keep an eye on as we go throughout this year. Big playmaker. Meanwhile, later, Wright, he would fake the handoff here. He'd fake our cameraman out. That's okay. It's early in the season. We're all getting back in the swing of things. Fakes out our cameraman and hits the receiver down the left side to Sean Allen. Gives the Wolfpack a 15-yard gain. Stockdale High's defense keeps Ridgeview from collecting the TD on this drive, stopping the rush, collecting that sack. That is Stockdale's Tanner Wilford taking down Taj Wright. Ridgeview, though, they are able to score, and they are up 29-0 in the third right now.
And Cesar Chavez High School, they're coming off a winless season. Meanwhile, Delano High School went 3-2 in their division after falling short to Tulare Union and Tulare Western. Delano Tigers, number 3, throws it deep to number 11 for a touchdown. We're going to get those names as we get further in the season. The extra point is no good on that one. It's 0-6 for the Tigers. Chavez Titans, number 3, is going to fake the handoff here, reaches for the end zone, and that's going to be a touchdown. Extra point again, no good. It's tied at 6, y'all, but passes. This is Tigers, number 3. Again, he passes the ball to number 21. but it looks like the ball is going to be fumbled here, and the Titans recover it, and they run it all the way for a touchdown. Titans attempt a 2-point conversion, but don't get it. Delano comes back and wins it 26-30. And the Titans and Trojans are both starting their season off with new coaches. Foothill and its third coach in 3 years. Let's take this one to the second quarter. Kennedy's Tyreek Walker, he's going to take this one outside, find all the way. It's a touchdown, 14-0. Let's then go to the second quarter. Walker, it's him again. He's barreling through the guys. He gets some yardage there. Yeah, he had a big night. We got to show a little bit of an isolated shot of him there. But this is going to be Walker yet again. He finds the outside lane. He's going to go all the way. No one can stop this kid. And this was another touchdown here. The final for Kennedy, they take this one big, 41-0.
Big win there. Meanwhile, South and Independence will check with the first quarter. Independence got a new coach this year. Right at the kickoff, Independence Malik Duluth receives the ball. He would take it all the way down the end zone. That is how you start off a game right there. Everybody's getting fired up. Good way to start the season. But South, of course, naturally, in the game of football, they get the ball back. And they would have another chance here. The Independence band getting into it. But Ryan Harlan, he would get the ball here, get the handoff there, and watch him here. He cuts to the right and jumps right in. That is a touchdown. That is a touchdown for South. That is a touchdown for South, so good for them. Meanwhile, Independence back on. Here we go. Here is the pass to the right side. And boom, Independence on the board. They are up 14-0. The cheerleaders, it's the first week, getting into it. Everybody getting fresh. And here's Independence again. They're going to go back to the ground game because it worked earlier in the game. And that's a pretty easy one. You can just dance right in. Independence pretty happy. Again, a new head coach out there, so the Falcons doing pretty well to be doing this well right off the bat like that. Makes the coach happy. A lot going on there. Extra point is good. The Falcons go on. They are up right now 32-14 is what we are being told. So good game for them.
Yeah, a lot of action already, Brandon, but there's still more to come, that's for sure. Centennial looks to start off strong after a disappointing 2017, and West taking on Mission Oak 23 FNL. Back after this. Welcome back into Friday Night Live, and Brandon, that's some great energy. I miss that, and I'm happy football is back.
Yeah, they weren't super on at the same cadence there, but we're working on that. It's week one.
We'll work on it.
We'll get that knocked out.
Everyone's giving me a chance. This is a freebie for me because this is my first one. But
absolutely.
This is a new thing that we would like to introduce to you guys this season. We have this live center, and we're going to take you guys into what you guys are telling us about the game. So as we see here, you guys send us pictures. Maybe we're even doing a little live tweeting out our games, and we want to see you guys right here. So you just got to do that hashtag 23FNL.
That's big, and we see everyone out there with their phones taking the pictures, so it's great. Good way for you guys to get involved. So again, tweet those out, hashtag 23FNL. We'll get you in the show.
Yeah, and now we want to see what makes your home game experience the best, and with something we are calling Fandemonium. And we are starting things off over at North High School, where Allison Gargaro, she's dancing with the stars.
Fandemonium has begun here at North High, and even though there was a delay in the games, everyone is still excited, including the North High cheerleaders. Let's go Stars!
Well, a lot of spirit out there at North High School, but Centennial, of course, would try to rain on that parade. The Golden Hawks coming off of a disappointing 2-win season. So, of course, the question is, could they get off on the right foot? We'll head to the top of the first here. Well, we'll do the coin flip first. That makes sense. Do the coin flip. Then we'll get to the top of the first. Centennial getting the ball at the 20-yard line. Kyle Connolly passes, finds Zachary Wills in the end zone. That gets Centennial off to a more of a better start than they're looking for than they were last year. There's the fans keeping an eye on it, getting out to the games. Warm night tonight, late in the second quarter for Centennial. Again, another touchdown here. That one, Connolly passes to Anthony Glass, 14-0, top of the third. And then Connolly, he's able to find Josh De La Rosa for a short run here, but that would make it 21-0 as he hops into the end zone. The final, Centennial 28, North 14.
And we got a lot of games started today, but one got started last night. Well, actually two. At Bakersfield High, they got their season started in Anaheim last night against state powerhouse Servite. The Friars got off to a quick start with 2 early touchdowns. The Drillers fought back, making use of their new weapon at receiver. That's Carl Jones, a Golden Valley transfer. In the second half, though, behind quarterback Cameron Williams' effort, the Drillers pushing for their first score of the game. That wouldn't happen until the 4th, and Wesley Wilson pushes it in for a 2-yard touchdown run. Drillers behind 17-7. BHS defense kept them in this one, holding the Friars offense from scoring, but that offense couldn't counter Servite's special teams and defense scoring. Servite takes this final of 17-7.
Meanwhile, head to East Bakersfield now for an unconference matchup between the Blades and Golden Valley High. Both teams coming off of 3-win seasons last year. First quarter, senior quarterback for the Blades, Richard Lara, connects with number 16, Nathan Martinez, for the first touchdown. And Martinez can also score the game's first points there. Lara halfback draw to Martinez. Blades would miss the extra point on this one, so it is 6-0. First-year coach for the Bulldogs, Josh Bacher, pumping up his team, trying to get them back in the game. But Golden Valley, they would struggle in this one. Second quarter, Lara throws a 30-yard bomb to Gabe Hussein. Blades miss the extra point again, so special teams definitely something to work on. Now 12-0 for East. The Bulldogs trying to make a fetch happen. QB Roberto Figueroa with the pass, but it's broken up by the Blades defense. Blades driving before halftime here. Running back Brandon Austin, beast mode, says, "Get off me. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going." Stiff arm, strong run there down to the 1-yard line. Not the touchdown, but next play, it is Austin again. He walks in for the score here. Much easier time than the last one. The Blades convert the extra point and go up 19-0 at the half. Blades would add on in this one. Not a good day for Golden Valley. East High wins 40-0.
Let's go over to West, who's hosting a Mission Oaks team that went winless last season, while the Vikings are looking to replace their utility man, Anthony Ramirez. West is relying on some young guns. First quarter, a pass by Vikings quarterback Ray Espinoza to Ryan Huggins, picked off by David Campbell of the Hawks. And then this would take us to the second quarter. Hawks quarterback Matt Bridges. He's going to set this one up and throw it deep. We've seen this all night, Brandon, to Zach Wilson for a touchdown. That's early in the second. And then a little bit later in the second, the Vikings would score a touchdown of their own with a handoff by Espinoza. I'm getting a little ahead of myself here, but Espinoza to Leowena I'm going to work on that name in the end zone to tie the game up at 7 apiece. West would take the lead 14-7. That's a score in the third. The Hawks coming back. It's now up 21-14. Score update for Bakersfield Christian and Garces right now, guys, is 20-17. Bakersfield Christian in the fourth. Ridgeview has beaten Stockdale 42-0. That's the final score there, and Centennial beats North 28-14.
Fun first week. All this coming in at the last second.
Woo,
Makes it fun
it's making
for everyone.
it tough for me, Brandon.
I know.
But you're
We're out
pro.
of breath. No,
You're pro.
I'm out of breath. Out of
Hey
shape.
guys, still to come, we got the best plays from the night. The top 3 on 23, the best of the best from around town right after the break.